I have shared my screen. I hope everyone able to see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining today's Azure Administrator Intro section. My name is Mohammed Ali. I have 15 plus years of experience in IT infra support. I have been working with infra for last 15 years. So in cloud, I have 9 plus years of experience. Okay, I started my career as a on-prem server management, server administration, and started as a, like a desktop support. So last 7 years, I'm working with various technologies like Hyper-V, VMware, AWS, OC. So mainly in Azure. So last 7 years, my most part of work in Azure. Okay. So today we will discuss how system admin like IT professionals, freshers, job seekers, so looking to upgrade their career by learning Azure administration. Okay. So I would like to know your career background. So I just want to understand. So what's your thought and so your short background about yourself. So better to have a introduction about yourself. Please go ahead by one by one. Can we start with like Ahmed, Chandra?
Hi, I have been supporting the Linux system administration for over 10 plus years. So I just want to expand my skill in the Windows side as well. So just that's the reason I am joining this session to learn Azure.
So great to hear. And okay, yeah. Next.
Yeah, hi Ali, this is Chandrasekhar. Total, I'm having 7 years of IT experience. So currently, I'm working on technologies like Citrix and VMware.
Great.
So Azure, I want to learn the Azure in depth. Basic idea I'm having. So join the session.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Jagraj, Nani.
Yes, I
Yeah,
have
hi
around
Ali.
10 years of
Sharath.
experience. I worked with servers and Exchange Online, but I want to learn about Azure, so that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Great. Thing all completed. Okay. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, hi Ali. Sharath here. I have nine years of experience in statistics domain.
Hmm.
I want to learn about the Azure.
Thanks, Sharath. Thanks to everyone. Thanks for sharing your introduction. So let's jump on. Let's resume our topic. So before we begin, so let me quickly share today's agenda. So why cloud skills are important? Okay, and what are the advantages and demands learning in Azure, especially Azure. So okay, so because we are going to learn about Azure, right? So Azure admin career opportunities, like then LinkedIn profile optimization. That is the one of the key feature. Okay, and course syllabus overview, Azure administrator, and so what are the pods, and uh, so we'll have a detailed how the course going to be uh, produced. Okay, so we'll discuss in the last. And Azure admin day one fundamental class. Okay, so day one we will cover today's session. Okay, then we'll have a Q&A. I see some. Yes, Chandra. In the end, I'll tell how the session going to be happen. Okay, so we'll have a the we'll have a two part. The first part, so we will have understand like so what's the important and how to transition from like your current you are a like network admin or system admin or desktop support, or you are working in like VMware Citrix. Okay, so how it is going to be transition to cloud. Then
Okay.
second part we will have fundamental class, and in between that we will have a core syllabus. What are the topics? So roadmap we will see.
Okay.
Somebody raised the hand. Who's that? Okay, it's clear. Ahmad, do you have any question? I see you
Yeah,
raise.
I was asking if you can record the session. We
Yes,
can,
yes, we
if
have a
we miss
record session.
anything.
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah, that's what I
yeah,
just wanted to
definitely
know.
we'll have. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Okay, so we'll have a short like a step by step. So how to upgrade your skills. Okay, so what are the topics you are going to learn? Okay, see who should attend this session. Okay, so, like a system admins, so they have a knowledge in like Windows and Linux. Okay, they have a basic idea. So how the Windows works, Linux works, like the basic concepts like the like Active Directory domain and DHCP. Okay, the how the server works and how the Linux servers works. So they have a basic idea. Okay, so how they are going to move to cloud. Support engineers. Okay, so who do like daily support like issues end user issues. Okay, who working as a IT support engineers. Okay, then network engineer, network professionals, they want to expand to like in Azure. Okay, so they know the concept like how the network works in the like NC they have a CCNA, CCIP, CCIE. So they have a network like a fire administrator, network administrator. So how this course going to be helpful them to uh, move to next transition to cloud. Like obviously freshers and career switches. Okay, so these are the attendants. So today we concentrate. So why move to Azure? Okay, so it's a demands. Okay, so Azure skills are consistently ranked in top. Okay, see in so for my experience, the reason like last half year or 1 year, I see a lot of opportunities, and companies are like moving to cloud. They started nowadays. They're directly creating and subscription like. Creating workloads in cloud. Okay, projects are directly creating in cloud instead of like on premises, especially in Azure. Okay, so we'll discuss those. So high earning as well comparatively with your on premises support. So also we'll have like global opportunities. Okay, so you can work through remote and see so the broader doors. Okay, so you can work from remote and you will have a hybrid environment. Okay, so you can work like multiple countries and multiple projects. Okay, rather than you based out only now not in like on premises support like managing infra in like a specific regions. Okay, so you support like in remote areas. So traditional versus cloud roles. Okay, so the shift from on premises to cloud. Okay, so a decade ago, so for example, I started my career like 2010. Okay, so system admin was like mostly like focused in like on premises. I remember when I joined my company, so I support like whole as a desktop support a system admin, or like so I manage like on-prem services, so not only service. Okay, I had to manage like even AC, air cooler, and hardware support. Okay, so organization like so who can support like on premises in those times, but nowadays, okay, organization looking for who can manage cloud infra, how to secure them, how to backup them, how to monitor them, how to automate them. Okay, see, left hand side you can see, so limited scale, so on premises. Okay, so here, so automated provisioning. Okay, so in our syllabus also, so I have a like specific part about how to create resources using scripts. Okay, so global versus local infra management. Okay, so when you moving to like cloud, so countries integration deployment, you have to work with like a global team. Okay, so you have a great exposure. So skills you need to succeed in like a system admin to cloud. Okay, so here in this in this syllabus, we concentrate in a networking virtualization like VPNs, VNets, load balancers, virtual machine, how virtual machine works. Okay, how to create, how to manage, how to troubleshoot, how to backup them. Okay, so how to manage. Okay, so how the VNets work, how the VPNs are work. Okay, so we'll have a in syllabus, so what are the topics I'm going to cover, and so what hands-on experience you will gain. Okay, so we'll discuss. And important thing is identity and access management. Azure having a separate paper in identity access management, but still this course will cover Azure Active Directory, role-based access control, how role-based access control works. So where we use role-based access control and conditional access policies, MFA. So how the Azure Active Directory works. The name Azure Active Directory name they renamed to Entra ID. So we'll discuss in that detail in the topic when I take. And storage and backup. Okay, how the disks works, how to how the so what are the file shares and recovery vaults, how the recovery vaults works, how to get storage account, what are the limitations, how to manage them, how to backup, and monitoring and automation. Okay, so how the Azure monitor works, so how to get log analytics, how to get alerts when the system down, or when there is my the CPU or my storage, or like my workload getting heavy performance, heavy utilization. So how to get alert, how to manage alert, so we'll discuss. So certification roadmap. Okay, so you can start with fundamental AZ 900 and AZ 104 like intermediate level. Okay, so if you have a good experience, if you can like advanced path like Microsoft 365 or Terraform security paper, you can go further for your enhanced. So career growth and strategy, stay consistent. Okay, so see in the course you just not just understanding and delivering. Okay, you to spend time. Okay, you to see. So we can learn more more technology, like you can learn Azure, you can learn Terraform, you can learn any technologies, but you have to spend some time. Okay, so whenever you see the topics, when I'm taking classes, it is easy to understand, but you have to spend your own time to get expertise. Okay, so you can start with like a free tier account. So we'll have a class how to create a free tier account in Microsoft. So we'll see in the I think in the next day 2 or day 3, I think we'll have a session like a subscription. So there we'll understand how to create a Azure free trial account. Okay. So then you can have your own project. You can create a VM, deploy VM, create a networks and how the network works. Okay, so you can document everything you want. So we'll have a good understanding. Okay. So whenever you follow these points, okay, you don't need any for example, you never worked in Azure, but you're doing the consistently, as I said, you at least 30 minutes to 1 hour you spending time to understand the topic. Okay, you can mention in resume. Okay, so I have a 6 months of 1 year of 1 year of experience. Okay, you can have a you can say confidently you can able to attend the, you can have a you can get the career opportunities easily. So the power of LinkedIn networking, that is very very important. Okay, so this is the one of the great platform nowadays to for job seekers. Okay, so you have to optimize your profile and post your learning journey, like you're doing some labs in Microsoft Azure learning path, and you can post it to LinkedIn. Okay, so you'll have like your profile getting more like in like so LinkedIn follows some strategies, some analytics things. Okay, so you will have like your profile will be in top list. So when the recruiter search, okay, so whoever posting and whoever like engaged, okay, so their profile comes in the first category like that. Okay, so it's just like a comparison. Okay, I put some profiles here. So the like poor profile and good profile. Okay, so for example, if you know already, that is fine. But I wanted to show like it's really how it's very it, why it is very important. Okay, so you can see Citrix admin. I see this guy is like a very long. He has like around a 10 plus 15 years of experience. But see here, there is no like just a Citrix admin. There is no like about a profile. There is no profile picture. There is no skills he mentioned. Okay, and very limited connections. See this person, so executive and system admin. Okay, he has a like there is no profile picture and he has not mentioned anything. This but see here, this person, he mentioned like he work in cloud infra engineer, and he put like what are skills that he works. Okay, so these are like example of good profile. So I have put my profile like for just for your uh, see, I have mentioned my total experience, and I certified in Azure, Nutanix, ITIL version 3, and I have experience like I have experience like knowledge in Windows Server, VMware, Veeam, and IaaS. Okay, so I mentioned like more things. Okay, so when the profile, uh, the the recruiter search, okay, so he has a more idea, and so you will be suitable for this question. So he or she can able to understand your technologies and your experience, everything in the this seeing your profile picture itself. Okay, so you have to build a strong resume and share certification publicly, so interact with LinkedIn members. Okay, so you'll have more opportunities you'll get easily. So let's understand about like what are the opportunities available. So when you complete this course, okay, so Azure admin job, just is selected like a few job roles. Okay. So for example, when company mention like Azure administrator, okay, so you will be responsible for managing and maintaining Azure environment, like including virtual machine networks and storage. Okay. So you have to like manage. Okay. So monitoring specialist like a level 0 or level 1 job. Okay. Who do only like monitoring. Okay. So support engineer, nothing but like a desktop support engineer. Okay. So same in Azure support engineer. So who provides like technical support, user issues, troubleshooting, and resolving issues, and related to Azure services. So network engineer, okay, obviously, he understand like how the network works. Okay, network configuration Azure, how to secure. So who they can able to go apply for this position. So Azure Identity Access Management. So who like they manage like Active Directory. Okay, so who manage like Identity Access Management. Okay, so here we'll have like 2 or 3 classes. So we'll have like what is Azure Active Directory, how the Azure Active Directory works. Okay, so company having this kind of post. Okay, rather than you're managing like a VM and desktop Azure services, you will be responsible only for Azure identity access management related services. So backup and recovery specialist. Okay, so data protection through backup solution, disaster recovery. Okay, so we'll have a like a we have a we have 2 classes about the backup and recovery in this course. So app admin, okay, for example, like project managers and IT managers, okay, like project managers or like application teams, for example, app developer or database team, okay. So who learn this? Okay, they'll have understand about like how VM work, how application works, okay. So they have a understanding about Microsoft Azure cloud services. So I just mentioned like a few like how the companies post in LinkedIn. Okay, see here. So they mentioned Azure admin. See, they mentioned like must be Azure certified. Okay, they mentioned something here, but the designation is Azure admin. So you have to support like even though if you're Azure admin, you have to support VMware, Microsoft. Okay, so even though you're going to support an Azure admin, they're looking for VMware, Windows CAD, and server admission 2019-22 latest server technologies. Okay, but they mentioned like must be Azure certified. So you can see they mentioned like cloud Azure admin 8 to 10 years. Okay, so there is no like specific skills you mentioned here. Okay, so companies sometimes mention like this as well. Okay, so infrastructure architect, platform architect level 2. So here, see, it's a senior IT infrastructure engineer, but they mentioned like specifically mentioned working knowledge of Azure cloud platforms, okay, and Windows Server infrastructure and Active Directory, okay. So, if you see here, it's this is the one of the opening latest I see. See, they haven't mentioned like you must have a like certified or you must have a like real-time experience. Just mentioned as AZ500. It's a security paper, AZ500. 700 is a networking paper. Okay, if you have knowledge, just mention knowledge. But see, it's a senior cloud operation engineer. Okay, so you must have Azure, AWS, OCA. Like mention just knowledge, not real-time experience. Okay, just they mentioned as a knowledge. Okay, so what they're looking for? Okay, if you have some experience and some knowledge, that is enough to start your career in Azure. Before jump into the syllabus, do you have any doubt? So find doubts before jump into the syllabus overview. Okay. Hold up. I'll be back few minutes. Sorry. Thank you guys. Okay. Okay. So let's start by looking at the overall learning path for this course. Okay. So we will begin with fundamental day one, where we will understand the topics like introduction of cloud computing. So what is the difference between like IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, how really works public, private, hybrid cloud, okay, and the shared responsibility, Azure regions and region pairs, sovereign regions, what is mean availability zone, Azure data center, okay. So how to select products available in Azure, okay. So it's just a fundamental basic, but that is very important to understand. So most of them they're not not interested to learn fundamental. They directly you start with like is it Azure admin. Actually, this day one is not in actual Azure administrator course, but I have added for like a fundamental. Okay, I hope you have already this training program guide with you, the syllabus over with you. Okay, so wherever I mentioned the P, that means practical and hands-on. Okay, so day one we have no hands-on. Okay, day two onwards we'll have a hands-on lab. Okay, so the tomorrow we'll understand like how to what is mean subscription, subscription plans, Azure free services. So what are the services Microsoft provide as a free? Okay, and what is mean subscription management, what is mean what is Azure resource group, resource logs. So we'll understand like cost management and billing, how to create a budget forecast. Okay, so we'll discuss these topics in day two. So then we'll jump into cloud compute infra part one. Part one, we will understand Azure virtual machine sizes, use cases, how to create a virtual machine. Okay, so how to create a Windows and Linux virtual machine, how to resize them, how to create a disk partitions, how to remap, how to resize, how to downgrade or upgrade VM specs. Okay, so in case of you forget the password and how to reset. Okay, user management, and we'll have a troubleshoot session in Windows and Linux virtual machines. So day one, we will create a Windows virtual machine from the Azure Marketplace. So day two, we'll understand what is Azure image gallery. Okay, so how it is differ from like from private gallery and Azure Marketplace. Okay, for example, you want to create a custom image. Okay, so who works in Citrix and VMware and Hyper-V? You worked in like on-premises solution. Okay, you may have a, you need to create you'll have a custom and image, right? So you have pre-installed your software's application and configuration. Okay, you don't want to create every time and like a basic software installation. Okay, so we'll have a pre-installed software, so whenever you want you just use the image, right? Same thing, so how we can create a custom image from the custom OS. Okay, so we'll have a hands-on lab here. Okay, so I have already prepared like a custom image on premises. I have uploaded in blob. So how we going to create them? So we'll have a hands-on. Okay, so then we'll understand how Azure host encryption works. What is mean disk encryption? Disk encryption going to be expired in they're going to be written in 2028, I believe. But we'll understand how the disk encryption works. So we'll have a lab on how Azure host encryption works. Okay, then we'll have a key vault management. But the key vault management required when you're doing like a disk encryption. Okay, but we'll understand the key vault management, how really the key vault management works. Okay. Day 5, so we'll have a like a security identity part 1. It is very important concept. Okay, so we'll understand Azure role based access control and Azure users and groups. Okay, so Microsoft Entra ID. What is the difference between Microsoft Entra ID and role based access control permissions? Okay, so here we have different kind of administrator role permission. Role based we have different kind of permissions. Okay, we will have a understanding and lab session in part 1. And day 6, so we'll have a continuity of security identity. Okay, so on-term activity lab setup. Okay, so I'll already set up like on-term activity like in which machine I already I'll have a pre-installed AD. Okay, so we will connect. We will use we will install Azure AD connector on the on-term Active Directory. Okay, so here we can use the on-prem Active Directory users and groups to Azure. How to sync them, how to use the syncs works. Okay, how to review sign log, how to role-based access control works, how the password works. Okay, how the Active Directory components, how Active Directory uses and groups syncs. Okay, we'll have a lab session here. Okay, So day 7, 8, 9, it's a networking concept. Day 9 partial networking concept. So we'll understand like a basic Azure virtual network and subnets and networks groups, and what is the difference between public API, private API, how to create a private API, how to manage private API addresses. Okay, so day 8 we will learn, we will have like a VNet pairing and network troubleshooting and the private DNS configuration and Azure VPN gateway overview. Okay, how VPN, what is difference between VPN gateway and the VNet pairing. Okay, so day 9 will have a load balancer concept and also will have a, HA concept, high availability, how our Azure availability zone works. Okay, we will have a, we will create two virtual machines which is installed like applications. Okay, when for example my machine goes down, my application goes down, how the HA works. So we'll have a detailed discussion, hands-on lab. Okay, then we'll have like a small topics like defender and advisors, how the defender works, how the Azure recommendation service works. We'll have a hands-on. Day 10 we will have like a monitoring alerts, like how to create a tags, identify our resources and the governance, and how active logs works, what are the components in Microsoft monitoring Azure, and the log analytics and the insights, performance reports. So whenever my resource, my 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 resource having like heavy utilization, my resource goes down. Okay, so how to create alert, how to manage alert. Okay, so we'll discuss in day 10. Day 11, 12 we have our like a data implementation. Okay, so storage account types, difference between local redundant, zone level redundant, geo level redundant, and we'll have a session like we'll have a hands-on like how failover works. So we'll have a session, we'll do failover. Okay, for example, my primary zone goes down, how to failover them. So we'll have a session, and we'll have like how to create a blob and access TS and how to create a file share and a blob lifecycle management. We'll have a lab. Part 2, day 12. So we'll have a blob snapshot and how to retrieve from this soft delete. Okay, in case of I deleted a storage account, how I can retrieve them. Okay, and important concept here is a shared access signature. Okay, access key management. Okay, instead of using Azure, you can use a storage explorer to manage your Azure storage services. Okay, you don't want to go to a portal, you just to go create access from Azure storage explorer. Okay, then you can manage your storage service like disks and storage accounts, everything. Okay, so day 13, it's not a, like a, Azure topic, but I had like how PowerShell works, how CLI works, how run commands work, how to use the run commands, how to use scripts to manage your resources through your PowerShell script through your lap from your laptop. You can manage, and how you can use like a scripts to instead of log into your server. Okay, your resources you can manage from the Azure portal. Okay, then we'll have a day 14 app services. Mostly we don't consider, we will don't have a like in real time, but we understand the concept how it is works. Actually, mostly it will be taking care like managed by, handled by app developers, app application team, digital team. Okay, so in day 15, we'll have a data protection, part 1 and part 2, day 16. So we'll understand a snapshot concept, how to get a snapshot and backup concept, how the backup works and the vault types and backup policies. In day part 2, we'll understand how to restore the backup, how to restore, create and manage file shares, how to monitor logs, okay, log analysis and understand the backup issues or backup of success and failure and backup logs. Okay, and we'll have Azure migrate service and project migrate is Azure migrate is the one of, it's one of the architect topic, but we'll have a like PPT, and let me try to give some how it is works. Okay, really we'll have a short hands on, let me try. Okay, it's actually it's it is architect topic. Okay, but we'll have how the service migration service works, how the project works. Okay, we'll have a some small sessions. Okay. So day 17, it's a last session. So we'll have like what is Azure, what is Azure support plans, Azure support ticket, and the pricing calculator, how to optimize, what are the best practices to optimize your cost. Okay, and real time scenarios. Okay. In addition, I have added Azure Virtual Desktop. Okay, Virtual Desktop also is uh, one of the I would say hot topic nowadays. Okay, so how Azure Virtual Desktop works, how to get a host pool and session host configuration. Okay, we'll don't have a detailed information, detailed lab, but I'll have a like a pre setup lab, and I'll show how the load balancer works in Azure Virtual Desktops. Okay, how to manage, manage them, and access them, how to troubleshoot them. So we'll have a short labs. Okay, so apart from this everything, we'll have a hands-on and like from the scratch. For example, how to create a VM. I don't I will do what I say. My labs are not like a pre-setup lab. Okay, mostly we'll have a like hands-on from the scratch. So how to create storage, I'll go and create and show them what are the options available. So that kind of like a step-by-step process, step-by-step hands-on lab we'll have. Okay, so as you progress through these modules, so I'll be concentrating like concepts of real world scenarios, so we can understand. So now we have a clear picture of a roadmap for this training. So for any doubts here?
No, Ali.
Thank you, guys. So how the class actually works? Okay, so so we'll have a short PPT. So I'll explain like concepts. Okay, so then we will have a lab. Okay, so you can ask questions, you can stop me, and we'll have a conversation if you have any doubts in the PPT. And end of the PPT, and after PPT we'll have a hands-on. Okay, then once the class completed, so I'll share recording to your email IDs who are registered. I'll share email IDs. Okay, so we'll have a WhatsApp group, so there you can get like my videos, links, and upcoming batch timing and everything you share in the group. Okay, so PPT and a lab, then you will get the recordings. So fundamental, right? So I hope everyone are aware of fundamental. Okay, just you can understand. You can just go. If you know already, that is fine. But as per the topic, I am taking. Okay. So anybody aware like what is in private cloud? Really, how it is works? Can anyone tell me the example of private cloud? How it works? What is the difference between private and cloud, private and public? So this picture, you can see the image, okay, and you have definitions. But I want to understand from you, okay, so how really private cloud works? So it is not like only I'm talking and you're just listening. So we'll have interaction. Okay, I definitely need answer from my session from audience. Okay, so just whatever you have thought, just show. Share me. It's a wrong, right? That is fine.
Private cloud is like it's an environment hosted on either offsite or on-premise. It will be mostly on private cloud.
Great. Anybody can give me example of private cloud nowadays use apart from Azure? See, we have VMware, so I hope VMware engineer, Citrix engineer already available. Okay, I think VMware vCloud already available since like long back. I think 5+ years. I as of now I know, but I'm not sure when it is started. Okay, so VMware having the VMware vCloud. Okay, and and Citrix also I think they have like Nutanix having a cloud. Okay, so really, what is mean private cloud? Okay, so organization creates a cloud environment in their data center. Their data center mean their on premises. Okay, so here responsible for operating the services they provide. Okay, so does not provide access to users outside of the organization. See here, see the base OS you can see here. This is Hyper-V. Okay, so Azure Stack HA architecture. It's a private cloud. Okay, for example, Microsoft Azure having 1,000 services. Okay, but this private cloud you will not have all services, but you will have essential services, basic and essential services. For example, Azure Virtual Machine and Azure Site Recovery, Azure Backup, Azure File Sync, and Key Vault monitoring, Azure AVD and AKS, and storage stuffs. Okay, see. Uh, it is a Azure Stack HA operating system. Okay, that means so you have a on-premises hardware. Okay, server. Okay, so you are installing or Azure installing the Azure Stack HA OS on this hardware. On top of it, you're using how VMware works. VMware having ESXi OS. We install ESXi on on-premises hardware. Right? Same concept here. Okay, anybody aware this concept already? How Stack works? You can say yes or no. See, why am I looking for interaction means so you'll have some interaction whenever you do interaction, you'll have an understanding. Okay, that is why I always expect audience response. Okay. So it is the concept of Azure Private Cloud. Okay, so you manage everything your on premises. Okay, you will have full control. Okay, so private cloud, public cloud, okay, so it is available in cloud and portal. You just to go and access wherever internet is available. Okay, I don't want to go much in deeper. So hybrid means so based on your customer, you can have public and private cloud, and it's a mixed environment. So it is so we must understand the comparison really. Okay, that is very important. So public cloud, no expenditure, capital expenditure required. Okay, you can go and create application quickly. You can deprovision. If you don't want, you can decommission. Okay, so you will be pay only for whatever based on your consumption. So private cloud, so you have to purchase hardware as I shown the PPT slide. Okay, so you must purchase a hardware. You will be responsible and maintains the hardware and updates, patches, everything. You will be responsible. Okay, but you will have full control here. So hybrid cloud, we can provide the most flexibility. For example, you can have mixed environment. Okay, you don't want to invest everything on private cloud. You don't want to create everything in public cloud. Okay, so based on the project requirement, you can have mixed environment. I hope you know already this concept, but just you will have a short understanding. Okay, so infra as a service like a virtual machine. Okay, so Microsoft doesn't support. Microsoft provides storage, network, compute. Okay, on top of it, you can create a virtual machine which OS you want and application and data access. Okay, so if you want like a 4 core or 2 core 8 GB and how much uh, hard disk required, okay, specification you want you're going to create. So platform as a service, you don't want to manage like a VM or OS. Okay, you just to go and create a application, you can start to use it. Okay, you can publish right away within a single few clicks. Okay, so anybody have idea? So what is the main difference in main advantage in infra as a service and platform as a service? Anybody can help me? Can tell me the main advantage here? Platform as a service, infra as a service. As a system mean or on-prem server support. Can anybody tell the difference? The main advantages. No. Main advantages of platform as a service and infra as a service. Main benefit. Anybody can tell me? Tell what are you know you can tell. Ahmad, you can try. Ahmad, Chandra, Sharat. Anybody can tell me the main advantages of having platform service and infra service.
Sorry, no clue.
Great. Okay, that is fine. You saying something this that is fine. Okay. Okay. So main advantage here is, see here, when I'm creating as an infra as a service. Okay, I'm creating virtual machine. I'm creating OS, right? So here in platform service, I don't want to manage. I no need to manage OS. Okay, for example, now 2007, 2019, 2022, 2025, keep on the upgrading. Okay, that is not my job to upgrade. Okay, so I no need to manage OS upgrade or patch update. Okay, in platform as a service, because cloud provider manage the OS level patches and operating system level patches. Okay, so and even you don't want to manage like antiviruses on your OS in platform as a service. Okay, then here you just to go and create a application right away. Okay, you can publish. Okay, that is the main difference. We'll have a detailed discussion and the classes. We will understand in the upcoming classes. Okay, we will have a classes like sessions like how to get app service, how to get a VMs. Okay, then software service. Okay, you no need to worry about your application as well. Best example is of Office 65. Okay, so in Office 65 you have a username password. You just to going to create, just to put your username and password. You start work your Office 65 packages like Teams, Excel, Word, like your emails. Okay, everything you just providing username and password now. But you no need to worry about like storage, networking, compute, VM, applications, nothing. When I started my career 15 years ago, 2010, so for having a exchange service, having a mail service, I need to manage storage, networking, compute, mailbox storage, mailbox backup, lot of stuffs I was managing. Okay, nowadays just to go and put your password. Okay, even if it is not working, so you to raise a call log with Microsoft. But 15 years ago, like half, 1.5 decade, so we have to manage everything. That is the power of cloud nowadays. So just it's a picture. So how works like infrastructure service. So physical data center. So we just create a virtual machine from the Microsoft provided data center and the server storages. So PaaS, we don't want to manage even OS. We just to go and create an application. Software service, you don't want to manage even application, just to go and access your using a credential, either a mobile or web, wherever internet is available, just to go and access your apps. Shared responsibility.
What is the example for the pass?
See, PaaS example is, see, if you want to host an application, for example, you want to host a application, web application. Okay, in infra service, I'll go and create a Windows server or Linux server. Okay, then I'll create a web application like in IIS. Okay, then I'll put application. Okay, In PaaS, I don't want to worry about my infra. I just to go and create the application. Thanks for the question.
Okay.
I'll show the short demo. See here I have a virtual machine. Okay, if I want to create application and to create a virtual machine, then I need to create application and install IIS application. IIS, then I need to put my application inside this virtual machine. Then if I have, then I'll just to go and access the public IP. I can access my browse my application. Okay, so here I manage like the VM spec, how much VM spec, 4 core 16 GB, and I have to manage disks, OS data disks. Okay, I have to manage everything. In PaaS, I just access my application. I just to go and create application. Okay, but we'll understand in law in detail. But just to today we just concentrate on the services. Okay, don't want to go to in deep. Okay, I'm just accessing my
Sure.
application.
Sure. Thank you.
See, this is my website. Okay, but I don't manage OS patches, everything. My website is working. Okay, I just create a web app. I put my this content in my this application inside. Okay, so where I host my application, I just open through WinSCP or something. I just upload my application files inside here. Okay, I don't manage here like OS patches or server specs. Okay, like I don't want to manage operating system patches and Windows patches or OS antivirus patches. Okay, just to go and create application, I'm using it. Okay, this is the best example for our app service. If you want to use the same application, I need to create a Windows server and I create a like OS and everything, and I have to manage everything here. Okay, so we'll have a very detailed session when we learn like a, web app and PaaS concept. Okay, we'll have a 1.5 hour detailed session.
Sure. Thank you.
So shared responsibility. So on premises, obviously we will manage like as a system IT team. They have to manage everything from physical data center, physical networking, physical host, everything we manage on premises. Infra service. See here the PaaS and the infra difference. Okay, here we manage OS, network controls, applications, and identity. So when it comes to PaaS, okay, OS I'm not managing. Okay, so completely you forget about managing your OS here, operating system here. Okay, even though some hackers hacked your OS or something, so that is responsible for Microsoft cloud service provider. Okay, so when it comes to like a network and applications, partial. Okay, network controls mean you can you can control, for example, it is allowed to only like specific IPs, or you want to access instead of accessing your application over the public, you want to access only specific network, specific on-premises network or specific VM. Okay, specific network you can access. Okay, so we'll have this detailed session when we learn the specific classes topics. Okay, the same for applications and identity access infrastructure. Okay, when it come to PaaS, but IAS we will responsible everything. So SaaS application, even we don't manage network controls and application. Okay, so application Office 365, Excel, Word. Okay, whatever issues happening or application network control. Okay, responsible for Microsoft. Okay, identity directory infrastructure. Here we manage, for example, so whoever want access, so we provide the username and provide we create the users and groups. Okay, so accounts and identity. Okay, that is managed by customer. Okay, so I don't manage any accounts identities, so I have to manage accounts identities, my tenant and devices, mobiles and PCs, information data. So I'll be responsible as a customer. Okay, so some of them shared, some of them fully managed by customer, some of them fully managed by Microsoft. It is not only for this shared response, not only for Azure. It is for like every cloud services like GCP, AWS, everything is same responsibility. Okay. So IAS, most flexible service. For example, I want this specific OS. My application works only 2019, 2021, 2025, 2022. Okay, I want a specific specific configuration. Okay, like a web server, database server, file server. Okay, I have a specific architecture. Or you can go for IAS. So PaaS, you don't want to manage infra, just focus on application. I want digital application. I want to access .NET and latest .NET and Node.js application just to go and create your application. Okay. So SaaS is like a pay as you go. As I said, Office 365. You just to go license E3 licenses. Okay. You go with the pricing model. Okay. So users pay for the software they use on a subscription. E3 subscriptions. Okay. So very important is regions. So what is mean region? Anybody have idea? Region, Azure region. Cloud is in around 15 years in world. Okay. So you must have some basic idea, right? Any idea what is region? What is mean region?
Like in US, East region, West region,
Great. Appreciate your
Asian region, or something like that.
great.
Like the data centers connecting.
Yes, you're right. Exactly. I was looking for the answers. Yes, you're right. So I appreciate your answers. Okay. So region nothing but like data centers. Okay. So regions mean like in Microsoft term, one or more data center. Okay. So it is in specific geography places. Okay. See here. So there are two concepts. Data center mean okay, so wherever my data center mean my or like physical data center, I have my hardware, okay, network component and server storages. So the stuffs I'm keeping inside my data center, inside the building called data center. Okay, that is available in specific regions. Okay, as you said, central US region, east US region, west US region. Okay, this region has one or more data center. Okay, so when it refers to one or more data center, that is called as a availability zone. Okay, so single region has multiple zones. Okay, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. This region has 3 data centers. Okay, some region may have single zone also called as a region, that is called a data center. Okay, if multiple data centers have, that is also called as a region, but that region having multiple data center. Okay, so data center mean one or more. Okay, regions mean one or more data centers. Okay, so we typically select regions. Okay, nearest to the closest to the customers. Okay, now tell me, I want to create my customer is available in India. Okay, so he sits in like near to Bombay. So how do I know which data center I to select? Any idea? For example, my customers in Kerala. Okay, they're saying the specific location. How do you select? How do you choose your data center region?
If you are in South, then you will select the Kerala or something like that. Or if you are in the West zone, maybe you select the Mumbai one.
I appreciate your answer. Okay, so this is why very important to understand about the fundamental class. Okay, so we'll go to jump on to lab, not a lab, understanding. Okay, so let me take to Azure regions. Okay, just to type Azure region, you will have a data center or microservices.com. We put in the chat also for understanding. Okay, so here you just to go and see where is for example, India. See South India. Okay, this is the one of the way you can choose. Okay, but you are not good in geography. I don't know where my map is available. I cannot go and every time to go and search here. Like, okay, choose here view mode to table. Okay, so geography mean. Let me go to here. See, geography mean United States geography mean collection of regions. Okay, see, United States is one of the geography. Inside the United States, okay, Central US, East US, West US. Okay, so United States is one of the geography. That geography has multiple regions. Every region having multiple data center, one or more data center. Okay, this is very important to understand. Okay, same you came in West Europe, North Europe. Okay, so geography mean one of the geography. This geography having multiple regions. Okay, region having one or more data centers. Okay, now let me choose for example India. In India geography, we have Central India, Pune, then South India, Chennai. Then we have India's South Central Hyderabad. Okay, so here you can see Central India availability zone is available. That means this region having three zones. Three zones mean three data center. Okay, but in South India there is no zones. Okay, but what they're saying, nearest zone with our Central India having three data center. Okay, but in South India there is no available zones. Okay, that means this South India having only one data center, Central India having three data centers. Got it? Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, and
Yes.
one more option is available. For example, your customer is placing somewhere else. Okay, so very difficult to understand, very difficult to know the latency, how to determine, how to choose data center. Any idea? Let me go to azurespeed.com. azurespeed.com. So what I'm putting in the chat, please note it down. Okay, you can go and select, but just for reference. See here. Okay. See, I am on internet. Okay. So I am selecting, for example, I want to know which is the data center nearest to me, with low latency. Okay. For example, let me choose Central India. See here latency. 92 millisecond, 32 millisecond, some like this. Okay, let me choose West India. See, based on my internet, based on my Microsoft understand. Okay, so for me, Central India is 35 millisecond, West India is 44 millisecond. Okay, let me choose. I am in South India. Okay, let me choose South India. So South India should be lowest latency, right? See, for me, South India is the best, lowest latency. So in this way, you can able to identify your nearest data center, nearest region. Got it? So like this, you can select your customer. Okay, you can identify which data center nearest to them. Any doubts so far?
I have one question. So, what if data center goes down? Does it impact the applications, websites?
Yes, See, if you host application in South India, okay, you'll have 19 milliseconds. If you host application in Central India, you will have 35 milliseconds. Okay. For example, you host an application South India, whoever available in South India, they'll have a 80 millisecond. So if you host in other region, okay, you'll have this kind of latency. If I choose, if I see, for example, my application in US, let me go to US. Okay, East US. Okay, so I host application used to yes. Okay, I am getting the highest latency. Okay, see, this is just for global application access. For example, you have on-premises application, we will have concept of VNet pairing and VPN pairing, the VPN gateway. We'll have a detailed session. Understand today for just a like a basic understanding of fundamental. Okay.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay. So the next topic is final topic. Final topic is how to select a product. Okay. Anybody know the products of Microsoft? What are the product service available? Just list down the services, Microsoft services, products.
Windows, MySQL Server,
Yeah.
Microsoft Office.
Yes. Thanks. Great. Okay. So services nothing but as you said, a service. Okay. For example, service. So I mean, I want 2 core GB and 4 core GB and 64 GB. Okay. I want that kind of services, products. Okay. Let me go to see here. See products region. Okay. In this region, what are the products Microsoft having? Okay. For example, let me choose India. In India, there are 3 data centers, 3 regions: Central India, South India, West India. Okay. For example, virtual machine. See, virtual machine has like this kind of product. For example, so A0, A7. Okay, we'll have a detailed session virtual machine and everything. Understand about like for example, A0 have a lowest configuration. For example, 1 core, 2 core, 1 GB, 2 GB of RAM. Okay, so when you go for highest products, for example, D series, DV series, DP series, and H series, EV series. Okay, these are like highest these are like uh, what I say, the NV series. These are like a highest VM series. Okay, heavy specification. Okay, see here all the products. Okay, these all the products not available in all the regions. For example, this series is available in Central India, but is not available in South India and West India. Okay, so see here, this series is available in all the regions. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, so all the products, Microsoft having hundreds of products, those hundreds of thousands of products will not available in all the regions. Okay, see why this kind of Microsoft, they they don't have like all the service available in all the region. Okay, the first thing is demand. So wherever demand is available, Microsoft introduce and having the service in those region. Okay, there is no demand. Okay, Microsoft will not have those kind of services. Okay, so here mostly all the services you can see in Central India. Some services available in South India, some services not available in West India. Okay, so Microsoft having the Microsoft having services only specific regions based on the demand. Okay, same if you take like United States. So let's take United Arab UAE. You can see here UAE Central, UAE not having all the most of the services, but Central having less services. Okay, That means you will not have all the service available in all the region based on the services. For example, your customer asking this DV series. Okay, this DV series have some specific configuration they're expecting. Okay, so they're closest to UA region. Okay, UA central. Okay, but the service is available in UA only. So what we can do as a architect, okay, so what I can say, this service is not only UA central, but we will host it in UAE central, UA north. Okay, why? Because for example here, see, there is no much latency between central India and South India. Okay, so here 40 millisecond, this is 19 millisecond. Okay, but still it is good latency, up to 40 minutes of good latency. Okay, same thing, some services available, your customer is nearest to South India, but the services product is available in Central India. Still you can deploy and test it. Okay, if all good, you can continue. Okay, so due to it is not available in this region, you don't want to skip the project or cancel the project. Okay, as a architect, you can still recommend customer that is not only in Chennai, South India, but that is all in Pune. So we can host it now. When the service backs to, when the Microsoft launching the product in South India, we can launch. Till the time we can have it in Pune, because there is no much latency between the Central India and South India. Got it? See, this will understand when you go for like upper level, but the basic and intermediate, you don't want to understand this kind of thing. But as a as a fundamental, we just understanding the concepts. Clear? So find doubts?
Yeah.
Okay, then so product session found. So region pairs are nothing but see, if for example South India will have a Central India. Okay, Japanese will have a Japanese. Okay, so Microsoft having some services, that services will be replicated in another region. For example, we have a storage account. Okay, if we get a storage account South India, that storage account will be replicated in Central India. So when you're selecting as a regional pair, region services. Okay, so we what is the benefit of region pair? Okay, for example, any outages. Okay, Microsoft doing any patching. Okay, they do only one by one sequentially. For example, if they're doing any patches in South India, okay, once South India completed, success, the patch completed, everything working fine, then they'll come to Central India. Okay, same thing in for example region outage. For example, India South is down. Okay, India South is down. Okay, so if you have a pad region, okay, this service you can able to access from the Central India. Okay, so benefit is automatic replication, some services, as I said, storage account. Okay, and this is different 300 miles separation from the between region. Okay, for example, this region goes down, still we can able to access from this region. Okay, but this pair is not available in all the services. For example, virtual machine, there is no this service. Okay, it is available for backup and storage account and disaster recovery. Some of them only, the very few services only available for region pairs. The benefit is one region goes down, still you can access that service from another region. Got it? Any doubt here?
No, clear.
Okay, so we'll have a region failover in storage account concept. So then sovereign region. So Microsoft having two separate region. For example, for US they have a sovereign region, and another one is China. They have a separate sovereign region. Okay, so it is managed by US government. Okay, so they have like a federal government. It is accessible only screened person and only US federal government employees only they can able to access. Okay, it is not managed. It is not managed. So the data is resides only to the US government. Okay, same thing in China. So China is operating by 20 via network. Okay, so China ensures their data is available in only their network, their region. Okay. Okay, so it is physically separate instance of Azure cloud services managed by 21 via network. So all the like compliances differ from the like normal Azure region. Okay. There is a separate site is available to access China Azure services. Yes, that's it about today's session. If you have no doubts, I can stop recording. Any doubts about technical doubts, any technical or classes, anything about technical doubts? Any today's topic? Any doubts?
Like you have mentioned earlier, we have three different platform, right? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So here in this session, what type of what we are learning here from
I got
these
it. I got
three?
it. Okay. So see here this topic. Okay. So we will cover infrastructure service in I'll cover infra service in infra this compute infra. Okay. This come under infrastructure service. Okay. And the platform as a service like we'll have a Azure platform as an app service. Okay. Azure app service is one of the platform as a service. Azure storage account, it is one of the platform as a service. Storage as a service. Okay. We will don't have any topic for platform as a service. Platform as a service like Office 365. If you're learning Office 365, that is the platform as a service.
Okay, got
And
it. Thank you.
we will learn everything in a public cloud. Okay, our topic 100% public cloud. Okay, we don't learn private cloud. Okay.
Okay.
Apart from this, any technical doubt? Today's topic session, today's fundamental class, any doubts?
No, so far it is clear.
Chandra?
So it is clear. So far it is clear. No, Chris.
Great. Let me stop recording.